Hi, welcome to The Canvas. I'm your host Azhar Zahid Carrim, and today we are located at the Gallery FourLife. I have with me a very special guest. He's an artist as well as an animator, and his fan-made animation of Eminem's Godzilla went viral. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Randy. Randy, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Art. It is an expression of skill, technique, and creativity. It's where you bring your imagination onto a canvas. I'm your host, Azhar Carrim. I am a producer, content creator, and an artist. I invite you to this show to meet other artists. This could be the creative, the hungry, the energetic, and the aspiring. And get to know their insights on their art, their creativity, and more about themselves. Want to know what it takes to be an artist? Welcome to The Canvas with Azhar Zahid Carrim. So Randy, introduce yourself as an artist as well as a person.
Well, I would like to say I'm a creative person from the young ages. I think I have been a very curious and experimental person from the young ages. What I saw, and I try to recreate my own worlds. And along the way, I just explore a lot of different artistry. So I think I'm a curious and experimental person. Also, pretty much driven by where my passion takes me. It's a collection of all of that.
And of course, congratulations for 7 million views on Eminem's Godzilla video, the cover art you did.
Thanks. Yeah, that was like unbelievable. Like it just shows how if you really take all the opportunities that you have and put your best work out there, and the more chances that you create, the more chances that you have in getting big exposure and break like that. Yeah, so it's phenomenal.
So Randy, in terms of influences to your style, what influenced you to do this type of style? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I guess from I've been influenced by when it's the 80s and 90s comic culture, and I remember checking out TV and MTV for the time to when they show the cartoons and stuff. So I was like really inspired by the worlds that they created and wanted to make my own things as well. And that curiosity was there, so I just kept drawing in the young ages. So while I was growing up, hip hop culture and maybe rock metal also, like music is also huge, inspiration for me. So through that, expressing myself and whatever the lyrics and all the meanings that they tell, I just want to express myself, my feelings, and so that music culture also had a big influence on me. And I started sketching on certain books and a lot of sketchbooks. So going onwards, then I learned about the actual graphic novel artists' names and did research and studied them, people like especially like Alan Moore and Frank Miller, and how they really use their dark past and experiences to really make something, contribute to the story and translate it there. And how their art style as well, and artists like Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane, all gathering and whatever the tips that I can from them, and that really helped me gain my own style. Also, especially movies like 300, Sin City, Watchmen. I mean, there's something that's a takeaway from that, and really influenced me in my approach to art. And of course, other individuals like Gary Vee, when it comes to motivation, really take my own journey, and Casey Neistat, showing how you can document your life and have fun along the way, the process, enjoying the process, and people like Takashi Murakami, who did the music video for Billie Eilish, and his whole journey. And people like Studio Ghibli, their cartoons, especially the storytelling power. So I really study them and try to really take whatever what it influences me with.
So this is like a variety of influences just channeled through in a way.
Yes.
Of course, with your own originality.
Yes.
So in terms of, let's say now about the process, what do you need when you're working? Like, what are the workspace essentials, and how much time do you need for a day to produce, let's say, one video?
Yeah, especially a video. And if you talk about a video like the Godzilla video that I made, it takes at least 20 to 30 days to finish the actual product.
Okay, wow.
Because everything starts from scratch. I had to draw all the elements, the backgrounds, and the animation itself. So before I do that, first of all, the workspace. Getting into the zone is like really important as a creative person.
Yeah.
So it's not scheduled, sometimes.
Creative block.
Exactly, right, a creative block. So either it takes 1 hour or sometimes it takes 2-3 days. Especially, when I start drawing the elements and I see how it's coming together, then over the time I get into the zone. Other than that, if I'm really passionate and if I know where it's going, I'm already in the zone. So I surround myself with things that I'm kind of motivated by, as a picture of Gary Vee and all the stuff that I've done in the past, but nothing major. I still up to now I use the default brushes, and I don't know how to really get all the plugins and stuff like that. So I'm really just working with what I have at that point. And so the process is the most hard part there. Brainstorming and all of that, it takes a lot of time, and my mind space will have to be very clear as well, and especially the planning, and it has to be organized. Otherwise I'm also kind of worried, and have to have that perfect headspace as well. If you're worried, you really can't put all your,
Exactly.
And so once I start executing, that's the fun part. It takes a long time, but I enjoy it because I know what to do. Listen to some podcasts and documentaries and celebrity roasts or something fun, so that I can really push along and then get to the end result.
Do you have a lot of breaks, or are you very tunnel vision and focused that until the task is done, you'll get it? Are you like that, or?
Yeah, I have to take a break. Since I'm doing all the work, I have to put like 15 to 18 hours per day.
Wow.
That's if it comes to especially animation. So I wake up around 9 and start dropping the kids, and then start work. It goes till 11, 12 midnight. So along the way, I take essential breaks to really, cool down.
So that's the thing about you, Randy. When I was seeing the video for Eminem, I could notice in every single frame itself the details and the characters and how well they were done. So I really appreciate the effort you actually put into the videos, and each and every video, not only the Eminem's Godzilla video.
Thanks.
So, simple question: what is your favorite project or piece?
If it's something personal to me, it has to be the lyric video fan-made one I did for Eminem as well. That was last year. It really reflected the motivation I needed back then when I started going solo. So it's called Believe, and it really spoke to me. So I took actually like 5 months on and off working on that. That's personal to me, but Godzilla fan-made one was like really a game changer, and it really opened up my eyes, and really did a huge change in my career path as well.
It technically made people ask, "Oh, who's Randy?" Because once they saw the video, they wanted to know, who is this guy? I want to see more of this style.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite few questions to ask my guests. What's one of the worst things you heard as an artist?
Well, there's quite a lot. The most common thing is people again promising to pay us by exposure, and promising there'll be upcoming projects. So let's get through this first. And so I would say let's get through this first and then see what we can do. So especially them degrading and disrespecting our time is kind of a downer. And that has been the case. Even if we approach someone, if anyone has the right to have their own costing. So if it's hard for us, we will respect that, and then we will again approach it. Or can we do this, and then we'll both work together. But that understanding is not there sometimes in some clients. So then that's a bit of a downer. So that has been one of the
because it's
yeah.
important to actually get the benefit of what you do, because you're putting your time, your effort, you're sacrificing a lot of effort basically for each product or project.
Exactly, the time you put in, and we also as artists we have bills to pay, so time is
So this is also another very simple question, but I want you to explain the process of it. How did social media help you? Like, obviously with the YouTube video it went viral, but in any other way also did social media help you?
Social media definitely has helped me. It's a strong, powerful tool, especially for, I'm not a huge extrovert, so for me to express and put work regularly, and it has really helped me connect with a lot of people, and especially the recent video that I did also just showed how powerful it is. People from around the world are like connecting with me, and I try to stay in touch with them again. Doing like live shows with them and stuff like that. So it is a powerful tool. we are lucky to be in this day and age as well.
That's very good. So I heard recently some good news after seeing one of your Instagram posts. Would you like to share to me and the audience what it is?
So basically after I did the fan-made music video for Eminem's Godzilla. So after 4 days after that, there was a lot of people trying to contact, and in the email section, there are a lot of emails coming in, and Interscope Records had reached out. We had missed the email after a certain time when you're going back through these again, and then over the time till now we are going back and forth with several pictures and ideas, and just last week we finished doing the first video for them, and so they got us signed into their system. So that's the umbrella branch is Universal Music Universal Music Studios. So I feel it's a huge achievement that as an individual, two people working together can reach to that. It shows how powerful social media again is. So we are in their system. So like, it's really an honor to work with the artists and all the creative people there.
Once again, Randy, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And tell us about now Meraki United. What is Meraki United?
So Meraki United is a production company that me and my wife founded in 2018. It was a long overdue. Working 12 years in the corporate sector, doing what we do, but knowing that we haven't fully been pushed to our full potential. There's so much more that we can contribute, and so we thought it's better late than never. I was like 28, I think, and 2 kids. It's very hard to take that risk, but it should be done. If I fail, I'll go back. But so I gave everything and full-fledged, and so we did it. And we hope to make it a established production company that is sought after internationally, hopefully, and expand it to accommodate local talent as well, which there are a lot of.
Randy, you seem like a very goal-oriented person. So what other future plans do you have for maybe you and Meraki United?
So there's something, again, we are trying to do a particular project that we've been working on for some time. We wanted to make a kind of a 2D animated movie, which really showcases Sri Lanka's heritage and the rich culture. It's based on that culture, but our own, one of our own stories. So I'm really motivated and inspired to make that. And a lot of people have been telling us also. So me and my wife are really working on the research work and try to get funding as well, and really try to convince a lot of people. And it's a very strong project, I feel, so that we should contribute. So that's what we're planning on in the future.
It's something for you and for the culture, technically.
Exactly.
So a few words of encouragement for our audience.
So I would like to say, know your value somehow, and also if you do have a certain skill, really understand it and feed it, whatever. So, teach yourself, study, put in the work, and know your value. So when I was also coming up, there are a lot of people who said, you should quote a little bit more because your work is here. So like that I tell people, young people as well. Also, when working with clients, the communication is really important. Both should be on the same page. Otherwise, falling apart is like very hard. And whatever the project, whatever the work you do, even if it's for someone else, don't treat it as a job. Just give all you got. Treat it as if it's your own. Because once it's out there, it's you can't change it, and you should be able to be proud to show it again to someone.
Yeah.
If it's done half-hearted, then it's a waste of time, because you should give 100% and then add a bit more, and then you will definitely see the results. So I'm just telling that by through experience, and and also study and more self-teach yourself.
Thank you for the kind words of encouragement, Randy, and thank you for coming onto this show. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Azhar. Thanks for this opportunity.